we are back with Brunch, a taste of Tobago. Oh my gosh. I am so, when I tell you guys that I'm honored to do this show, it's not even funny, and I kid you not, because I get to meet so many various types of personalities, and they're all doing such wonderful things, embarking on such great endeavors. And of course, my next guest is no different. Now, we have been on Facebook for a very long time. Content creation is way up there. It's a big deal. It's something that is taking off. It's something that is buzzing. However, my next guest chose a very, very vital staple of our culture, and that is the harvest culture of our island. And it takes me, back to, those days when my grandmother would go to harvest and we'd be waiting to see what she brings back. So she would have like this big bag or a basket. And, the word harvest means so many things to me. But this is so interesting that we are doing content creation on harvest. So I'm going to welcome my next guest without further ado. Okay, Kevin Hosford joins us. You guys know him as Harvest Gawd. And he is just doing the most right now. So Kevin, good morning to you and welcome to Brunch, a taste of Tobago.
Blessed morning, blessed morning. Thanks for having me.
How are you doing?
I'm great, fabulous, fantastic. Pleasure to be here.
Yes, and we wish you a blessed and prosperous new year from our family to yours.
And likewise from my family to yours,
yes.
From my team to your team.
So tell us about your background in content creation. Did you always want to venture into this line of content creation?
Well, truth be true, first thing first, morning to all the viewers. It's a pleasure to be here. Truth be told, actually, no, it was never my thing. I would never. If I tell you I always liked social media, I'll be lying because social media was never one of my things. However, one thing I would say though, what I'm currently doing now as Harvest Gawd is something that I've been doing for 10 plus years.
Right.
Every time I go to harvest, I would usually record, the whole proceedings at the harvest and post it in my WhatsApp. And sometimes I would see people telling me, "Hey, Bob, I see you on Facebook." Boy, I'm like, me? I'm not on Facebook.
Yeah.
But people in my WhatsApp circle would enjoy my content so much that they would screen grab it and post it to Facebook.
Oh, so you were out there before you even
before
knew
I'm
it.
really out there.
Yeah.
But for me, it's something that I always have fun in doing. Showcasing that aspect of our Tobago.
Yeah.
And for me, one thing that I've always believed in is that there's no better way or no better thing that truly reflects our culture as Tobagonians than the harvest.
Yes.
I mean, like, where in the world you can just leave home on a Sunday, go to a community across the island and just walk in someone's home where you have absolutely no idea who is living there and be treated as if you're in a all-inclusive event.
Yes.
You drink some of the best liquor, you eat some of the finest food, and of course, if you like a bowl to go home with, you're offered that also. Like, I mean, I've always said that there's nothing that truly reflects us as Tobagonians other than the harvest festivities.
Definitely.
And
it takes me back because I remember we had a harvest/Thanksgiving that we did one year. And there was this particular group, there was a group of young persons. They were staying not too far from where we lived, and they were staying for the carnival period. And so they came over. And they seemed so surprised that we were offering them food and drinks and
at no cost.
At no cost. And one of the party asked us, "Okay, so we have to pay for this? How much for this?" And listen, Kevin, the laughter that came
because to you all it was funny.
Yeah. We had to laugh because the young lady, she felt that, okay, well, clearly we have to pay something.
Yes, I mean, the harvest is a very costly event to put on, and for the average individual, one thing I always say, you have to be into harvest, know about harvest to truly understand why we do this as Tobagonians on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
There are people that I know spend $40,000-$50,000 on harvest, and on Monday morning, like, hey, there's no return on investment. It's for free.
Yes.
So you have to be truly into it to understand it. In the Tobago space, one thing I must say for the people that doesn't know, in the Tobago space, credit unions is a vital part of our culture.
Definitely.
And it's a norm for credit unions to be offering harvest loans.
Yes.
And these loan sales are sold out.
Yes. It's actually called harvest loan.
It's actually called a harvest loan. And
yes.
in the Tobago space, and it's so vital that reason why these loan sales are sold out at all times, because whether you have cash to keep harvest or not, you're going by whichever credit union you're in and borrow that loan. You might borrow at 30,000 or 25,000.
Yeah.
Keep harvest.
For the harvest.
Monday morning, you owe the credit union for that loan and you feel totally fine because you had a wonderful harvest.
Yeah.
If you don't know about harvest, you don't understand that,
Yeah.
What sense that could make?
There's a passion, Kevin.
It's
passion. Not even about harvest is coming up and I have to prepare. There is a passion, there is a well, deep rooted kind of love.
The culture
to
of Tobagonians.
Put harvest into a gear. And it's nowhere else in the world.
And that's the best part.
Yeah.
I have always said, hey, if you look at it from a tourism aspect, let's just say you are leaving to go, you are choosing a country across the world to go. And when you look at in their bio, you are seeing that, hey, almost every Sunday in a different community across that island, there's an event where you can just go to any home where you know absolutely nobody and be treated as if you're in a top class all-inclusive event.
Yes,
for free.
It's definitely like an all-inclusive.
It is.
Because you have every type of meat that you can think about, liquor, even the staples, because we love the cuckoo and we love the dumpling and the provision and it's just so magnificent to be a part of it.
Indeed it is.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, one thing I always see, and it's not just about the food. Even if you have a 10-course meal prepared at home on a Sunday, if you look sharp, you don't even want no food, or you might take a little bit and you're gone.
Yeah.
So it's not to say you're just going to harvest because you want food. Sometimes it's a place where it's a go-to to get away for a lot of people. There are places, there are times where it's a place where you would interact with people that you would never come across on a daily basis.
Yes.
Some of the top politicians, some of the top doctors, the top lawyers, where, they just go to get away, to have a good time, and for free.
Yeah, and it's the social aspect of it, I think is so powerful. So in many cases, the food is just the complement, but the social part where you get to meet people and everybody's sitting and everybody's talking, that is what really fuels that type of movement.
As I always say, and I truly believe that harvest is the gel that glues us together as Tobagonians.
Oh, yes.
Harvest is the gel that glues us together as Tobagonians.
It is.
For me, being out there almost every Sunday, I'm still at this point where sometimes I'm like, oh, like, this is for real, yo. Like seriously. And you see how happy some people are, how excited. Like Sunday gone there was, like, for instance, the first harvest for the year was Pembroke Glamorgan. And I had the opportunity to carry a couple with me from Trinidad.
Right.
They went to Bago and they called me. They said, hey, I always want to experience a harvest. I could come with you. I said, well, here, I did harvest. Come and check me now. And to start off, I said, hear me, take my phone. It's an iPhone 14 Pro Max, compliments Berlink cellular. I said, take my phone, go that house, just walk in and just ask for anything you like. If you do not get a red carpet treatment, mash up that phone on the wall.
Because
And
you're so
I'm
confident
and in all fairness, I've
that they
never
would
been
get...
to that house.
Yes.
I know the guy living there, but it's the first time I'm going at that house in Pembroke. And they went over, and she said, "Nah, I'm not taking it." I said, "Take my phone." And they went over and they started to laugh. They said, "But how are you so sure?" I said, "Hey, Tobagonians are loving people. This is our culture. We don't do this for reward or personal gains. This is how we are cultured. Tobago is love.
Yes.
That's us as Tobagonians."
That is it. You know, I had an uncle once. He used to tell anybody that would listen, harvest is so and so, or you come up. I'm from Palatine. I was born in Palatine.
I'm from Palatine originally also.
Yeah?
Maybe my mom is from Palatine.
Look how small.
The Hosfords in Palatine. My mom is from Palatine.
Well, I am both sides of my family. So the Winchesters and the Carringtons.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
both sides are from
Small will.
P-Bear. So good morning to Palatine.
I was
We
not
have
about
one
to
of
say
your
that.
sons here.
Not one, but you have two of your offspring.
Yes,
here in
your
studio.
son and daughter here. And you know, harvest has always been such a vital cultural aspect. It's in everything. It's in everything. It's our rhythm, the way we do things. And to, as you said, persons on the outside looking in
won't understand it.
would not get or even grasp the gist of what a harvest experience is like.
And in all fairness, you can't even get them wrong, no, because when you think about it, it doesn't make sense. For who doesn't know about it? Like, how could you justify going to a credit union and or using 30,000 of your cash to put on an event where there is no return on your investment?
Definitely.
Or as you would call it, where is dead money like that? Like, how?
Because people look at the feasibility, and that is just unheard of. In other countries. They would not see that as being even making sense financially.
Like, for instance, for my harvest in Easter Gonde, one thing I did, I threw out the invitation. I said, hey, it's a question that is commonly asked on my platforms, like, how could we experience a Tobago harvest? We would love to. Is this really true? What's of it? So I say, you know what? If you're in the Tobago space, I mean, it's a weekend, and you want to experience a true organic harvest, I'm inviting you to my home and come.
Yeah.
I and Holden wasn't prepared for the kind of people that came. I had, and folks, you can go on my page and check it out for yourself. I had folks from Spain, from Germany, from North Carolina, from the UK, like all over. I had a couple that they came from the morning and they wanted to experience the whole thing. I said, like, fine, come on. They wanted to be part of it, the preparation and everything. And when it was finished, they offered me 300 US. And as first thing the Tobagonian kick in me, I said, why that 300 US got done me good enough. But then if you take money from someone for harvest, you feel like you've defeated the purpose. Harvest is about giving.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, that's okay. And they was like, but hey, I mean, how you pay for all of this? I said, hey, harvest is not about money. You know, it's about giving back to the people.
Yeah, that's the thing that other cultures would not understand it. Yeah.
You know, and these people, they had such a fabulous time. Like, it's unbelievable. You know, there are some of them that were like, hey, definitely next year, Easter, we will be back.
Yeah.
This is a reason for us to come back to Tobago. And for me, as I said earlier, one thing that I fully believe, like, hey, this is one of the perfect way to market Tobago to the world.
Definitely. And you know, one of the things that I absolutely love is the fact that you took this initiative and you basically gave it to such a broad spectrum, a wider audience. And thank you to your WhatsApp friends,
Yes,
because
yes,
they
yes.
would have started that type of journey for you where your stuff is out there already and
And
you don't even know.
I like how you say that. With that being said, I must mention, say kudos most importantly to the Foodie Nation team. Sean, Rhett, anywhere you stand, thanks. Big up yourself.
Right.
As we say in Tobago, big up yourself.
Yeah.
Because for me, in the Tobago space, I'm the man for Foodie Nation, right? And moving with them, they was like, hey, Bob, listen to me. You have to take the thing more serious. You have to, open some social media account and start to push the harvest. As I said earlier, social media is never my thing. I like my little WhatsApp circle, we having fun, And they like, Bob, listen to me. You have to take it more serious. Social media. I said, yeah, no problem.
And speaking of social media, how do we reach you? Because we're wrapping up for time. If we need to reach you, Harvest Gawd.
On all social media platforms.
All platforms. There you go.
Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, of course. Harvest Gawd across the board.
Right. And we look forward to so many great innovations because, I mean, you're going to be evolving. There's going to be so much stories that you have to tell moving forward. So before we wrap really quickly, what would you like to say to the viewers?
I mean, for especially the audience, the viewers in the Trinidad space, the international audience, I mean, there's no better place in the world to be than Trinidad and Tobago. Tobago is the best island on the world. I mean, tune in to Harvest Gawd as I daily and weekly keep you updated to one of the best part of our culture, the Tobago harvest. Harvest Gawd on location, Tobago updates. Thank you for having me. Boom.
And there you go. I don't have anything else to say. We're going to be right back with more Brunch, a Taste of Tobago. Of course, our trivia question for today. In which village would you find the Genesis Nature Park? At the end of the program, please stay tuned for your answer. We'll be right back. Book Club is up next. See you guys soon.